Okay, welcome everyone for the question and answers in English medium.
I would like to report in the morning session, in sitting meditation, my primary object is usually the breath. In-breathing and out-breathing is felt like in-breathing is cold and out-breathing is more warm, in the expansion and contraction and so on. I was settling down, the mind was still or tranquil, and that went on for a while, for I don't know how long. After a while I realized there's no joy, no nothing. It just is, I'm still with the breath. Sometimes a thought comes and goes by, maybe I'm thinking a little bit of it. Well, I'm still being with the breath, but nothing more. So very pale, and I worried then, maybe I am doing something wrong. I tried something else. Tried to actively relax or let it go. Only released a little bit of tension in my head, and it stayed that way. Later, while I was walking, I was thinking about that, and in walking meditation it was the same, pale, tasteless, and then I thought maybe this is some type of neutrality. And how do you like it? And I realized I hated it, and still do. I tried to accept it somehow and work more with it. But I think since yesterday evening, it's the same. I feel tranquil and neutral somehow. And a little bit, I don't know what to do there.
It is changing from walking to sitting, or it is a general in the whole day?
It's the whole day. In between the sessions, I also feel like stillness or tranquil. The thoughts are not so much popping up like in everyday life, or when we begin to settle down, it seems like a whole flood of thought is coming in. And now it's more tranquil, but still thoughts are there. I'm not so much disturbed by them. They come and go, and it's okay. But it feels...
So this is usually in the day-to-day activities also we have this. But in meditation, due to the mindfulness, now no extreme thoughts. Now often mind is in the middle area, not eventful, not dramatic. So then egotistic idea and conceit and the desire, they feel helpless. Ego has nothing to do. The conceit that I am the upper superior being than the others, also nothing to do. And nothing to drag, nothing to hold into that, no desire. They are there, but they are becoming valueless. So our mind can't cater for that. Our mind is very happy when we are very egotistic, when we are very conceited, and when we are chasing behind something object. Mind is very crafty. Then when we are slowly cut them off by precepts, by keeping the mind in the mindfulness and the slow motion, so everything calm down, and then my life becomes tasteless. And it's asking something dramatic. When your dramatic happens, either too negative or too positive, then mind starts frustration and tension and all the kind of thing. So how much time will it take someone to get accustomed to this kind of a neutral feeling? That is the evolution. Our mind is the one-upmanship or survival of the fittest. Now it comes to the natural form. We never consider this situation at home. We consider something chasing behind and fighting as the at home. But this is the at home situation. So how to get into it, how to familiarize it with that, how to consider this as the norm. Mind becomes uneasy. So to leading the horse to the water is easy, but the horse is not happy to drink. So what to do? You see that it's very easy to drive the horse to the water, but the horse is not drinking, it is just water. So that is the way our mind is always asking for trouble, asking something dramatic, asking something, I am the superior, kind of thing. So Buddha's message is very easy to perceive within few days, but it takes long time for us to adapt into that, adjust into that way of life. And it will be comparative with the cancer patient, or patient with the HIV virus, or person in the South Africa, nothing to eat and poverty and all kinds of things. Then this situation is good. It is comparative. It's a relative goodness, but our mind is never think on that line. So easy to give the gift, but the other party is not happy to accept it. So if you have to teach this to someone, imagine that you have to tell someone to go into this state and this is the way and entertain it. And Buddha was hesitant at the beginning, hesitating to teach. No one will accept this as an answer. Everyone is chasing behind something dramatic and something drastic and kind of thing. So that is what we call the pictures action-packed. Life is action-packed, then everyone go there and see. Imagine if you are going to make a film, and so in 3 hours one person is sitting and meditating. How to advertise? No one. They will, if it is a TV show, they will throw the TV and break it. So this way the path is very clear, path is very short, path is very immediate, but accepting the same. So you have to have that kind of appreciation, preparedness to see. Our mind is always asking eventful things, dramatic things. But even with this kind of mentality, when you are going to live in the day-to-day life, you can see how people are chasing behind questions and problems and asking for trouble. And whenever you try to fit into that situation, you feel odd. You can't fit into that situation, you feel better to go to the forest and just live the life. Yes?
Regarding to if I'm so my object of mindfulness in walking in daylight and in meditation is something like something like walking to the environment. So there's it's like a connection, like a flow, and if I can feel it, I know I'm some kind of like safe, because if you are connected, you can't make a lot of mistakes, because you are with everything. And this is also some kind of dramatic because everything seems to be very close, very clear, and it's you can see that you are not the one seeing, but everything is to be seen from you. And is this chasing for?
It is.
Is this something also like chasing for a dramatic situation?
No, whenever you feel that you're open and going out, there's no tension.
There's no tension.
No tension, no frustration. No, you feel something odd. Something not natural like, because throughout the life we were in the tension and chasing behind. But whenever you give freelance, the openness, no tension, no frustration, so it is also appear like something abnormal. Abnormal.
No.
But the Buddha says this is our normal life. We are open and be mindful. And instead we try to make it very limited and tensed and frustrated. The mindfulness is giving you chances whenever like you can go to the tense situation, frustrated situation, and whenever you need you can go to the open situation and you get the choice. So this is the advancing yogi. Sometimes mind is tensed and frustrated and thinking and planning and rationalizing. And the other time is open. There you can be. And you can understand within myself two people. One thing is happy with analyzing and tension and frustration. The other part is just like a bird. Your open life. So it takes long time for you to select which is the way of life. It must be the livelihood. Whether to go to the tensionless situation or tense situation. So very rare for a person to have that kind of a choice. We are always within the calculating part. We are always within the analyzing part, specifically Germans. Specifically Germans. Germans with the square mind. So whenever we give a chance to, okay, never mind, you are like a sky, like a kite, and you can just float. No, that is no good. We have to have calculation, we have the systems, we have to rationalizing and all the kind of thing. So how to cater, how to be with like a freelance, the fresh mind, open mind, but you must be ready whenever situation happens to analyze it and do it. But whenever necessary, you let loose everything. So let loose situation is the right hand side of your brain. Analytical mind is the left hand side of your brain. Usually we run our life with the left hand side. And occasionally we give a chance to the right hand, the system, everything. I am involved and it's like your open door, open windows. And things are in the balance. That is in China and Japan, they call Taoism. Taoist. Let the system to run. Everything happening in a balance if you are not interfering. Let that natural flow, natural thing to unfold. Just like a flower blooming. You have no role. Ego has no role. No calculation has no role. Predictions has no role. The flowers are blooming. Waves are running. So how to be there, choicelessly be aware, and you have the evenly suspended attention, just don't arrive at a decision, just observe. So that is the way you have to foster it. That is the way you have to maintain that situation, and it takes a long time. Yes.
When I watched the primary object, it began to disappear, and everything was disappearing, and there was some darkness behind it. solid. And then my mind spread into the brain around my head. It's so like galaxy or something. And I felt the current of the sphenic energy on the top of my head. And then everything heavy. And I felt peace and calmness. I have to say, it compared with some boring meditation, it's a dramatic meditation.
So some people get really frightened, thinking everything lost and disappeared like. That is why in the last discussion also, whenever this happens, some people feel very lonely. Some people feel aloneness. So it is up to you to decide whether it's an achievement of meditation or a problem or question for meditation. So you must have a very thorough, sound, profound mentality to be aware of it. Rather than carried away thinking that I lost everything or I became enlightened. Both is there. So let it happen 1001 times and you will express it according to your way of perception, according to your way of examples, but this is not a very big magic. Only you have to be given choicelessly be aware. Then mind has no other way, just go and be calm. And our senses are not working. Eye is not seeing, ears are not hearing, nose are not smelling, tongues are not tasting, body is with no tactile sensation, and you are off senses. So senses is like a sense-bound world is like a prison. But this is boundless. It's going beyond the senses, and you are nowhere now. You don't know who am I. And features are no tension, no frustration. You feel like away from the prison, out of the box. And some people love it, some people it's full of fear. They can break their mentality and they can go crack. Yeah. No, whether you become enlightened or mad, they're both the same. You are utterly enlightened or utterly mad. I mean, it's the way you express it. Because people are become slave to this what we call civilization. Civilization, it is a slavery. Beyond civilization, we have our solitude, we have our peace of mind, we have our contentment. That civilization never happy that you are going against this thing and go out of the prison. It says, no, you must do this and that you have responsibilities, you have to plan and all the kind of thing. So whenever you appreciate solitude, whenever you appreciate your contentment, what else? Now I am here, now I am happy. Fully contented. There is no method. You can give it to someone. No one can rob. If he is enlightened, I can't rob his peace of mind, peace of the moment. So it is no one's authority. So that is the way occasionally it happens. Occasionally again we become a rational being. So both we have to handle in such a way this peace and this boundless mind also an endowment. Rational mind also an endowment. Let's understand now I am fully rational being, I am a mother, I am a father, I am a boss, so all the time. And all of a sudden you become no one, free. So you have to give an equal weight to the both. And it was the situation till we become age 6. We are not recognized as individuals yet. No responsibilities. Only the mother is telling us to eat and have a bath and everything mother is deciding. We think mother is part and parcel of me. And after 6 years only everything happened. We understand myself as an individual. And then we have to abide by the rules and regulation, then the tension starts, then the frustration starts. So the Buddha says, before start meditation, you have to go to the forest, sit under a tree, or go to a solitude place. So that enlightened means living in the forest. Enlightened means living under a tree. Enlightened means living in a solitude place. So this is the external world. Internally also, you can live life without any bondages, any responsibilities, and not that without the responsibility, you have the responsibility to keep the mind here and now. Then free. So you are happy with that, or you are ready to recommend it for anyone else? Yes? So start right away. They will hit you, they will kick you, and they will chase you away. Very difficult. People are so happy with torturing, questions, problems, and storytelling, fabrications, and that is the way civilized world. So whenever you come here and now, you can't put into words. Just here and now. But it has some deep layers. So by familiarizing only, you can go to deep layers. For that, the first and foremost is appreciation of the here and now. You have to appreciate it. Then here and I will take you for a ride and go deep and deep layers in traditional we call it leading to or sending to the enlightened beings, to the world of the enlightened beings. And it's an endowment. It's every human being has this capacity. So you have to say tata to the civilization. So Western people, you call we in Sri Lanka, we are not civilized. See, my teacher is from Burma. He went to America, and after the retreat, the one lady told that Bhante, you are coming from Burma, a very poor country. In our world, our car is in air conditioned, our house is in air conditioned, office is air conditioned, and everything is given and all the kind of things, but still we have frustration and heartburn. So on the way back, Thero told to the driver, the organizer, telling, I feel very sorry for that lady. She got everything. The house, the car and everything, but still she feels heartburn. Then the driver told Bhante, do you think that only that lady is having heartburn? No, we all. Then Thero thought that even after getting all the facilities and amenities and this thing, the heartburn situation. So we in Sri Lanka or in Burma, people think if I can get the scholarships to Western countries, everything will be sorted out. It is like a heaven. We think that you people got every facilities and therefore you will be in a very happy situation. And he says it is not. It is not. Even whether you are in Burma or in Sri Lanka or here, you must know how to put them into a correct interpretation and how to be choicelessly be aware of the situation. Then it is very short, very quickly you can go there. But the thing is, whether you appreciate it. It is called the blink or gist. All of a sudden you feel nothing available, I am free. And that is it. That is it. And the next moment you will, now how to maintain it and what will happen the next moment and how to teach this other, again you are in the problem. So the blink is there, so we have to hit on the nail. So we are endowed with. We have the potential, we have the possibility, and whenever our formulas and everything drops, we are just there. No methodology. So it's very dramatic. You're never going to teach someone and communicate with someone for that. You have to have a completely different set of strategies to communicate with others. Because it is always against the grain. But no difference whether you are Sri Lankan or European or child or patient with cancer or anything. You can communicate. Can make completely difference. And not only the patient, the teacher itself is evolving. So when I take 2 trips, one to Australia and New Zealand, and this time to the West. So each time there is a refinement in Dhammajiva. So only the New Zealand people understand it, because I go there once in 2 years. He says, you are more refined, Bante, when you come in the next time. Then I told, because you all are teaching me all the time. You think that I am teaching you? No. People real practicing are really teaching me, really sharing with me. So I am getting the main advantage of being among meditators. It's a blessing. Living with meditators, living with dedicated people is almost like a heaven. Very shortcut, quite a shortcut. So discussion is very important for that, not only meditating, but to share with others, share with the real practitioners. I think he is very lucky as an interpreter, translator. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Yeah.
I feel like in my practice, or also outside the meditation, I suck up the energies of other people constantly, and I find it very irritating.
So it is called good vibration, good vibes. So when you are living with the meditating people, even if you are unmindful, by looking at the other person being mindful, we feel again slowly, mindfully, silently. And you feel like it, and it is contagious. It's like a spreading disease. So I call it's a drug. So when you give 1 packet, you lost, finished. There's no else, nothing, only you have to be mindful. Day by day, you will be addicted to the drug called mindfulness. The biggest, worst drug. I have now 40 years. 40 years. In 1778 only Venerable Dhammika gave it. I didn't catch it. It took 7-8 years for me to understand it. And they don't know, it's a kind of a thing. Whatever the culture, whatever the language, whatever the age, when you communicate it, we feel like a family members. We feel like in a coherent group, like a super group. You don't meditate, just be mindful and be with meditators. Be with mindful people. And imagine if you are becoming a monk, free food, free traveling, free clothing, free trips, everything free. Wherever you go, you be with meditating people. Some monks are playful. I am not talking about them. But I am telling that if you be a monk and be among the meditators, you never see the world is corrupted, and you never see the world is losing the ethical values. You are always with the people with ethics. You are always with the people who have values. So feel like members, family members. So, welcome. Yeah.
More practical question, meditation technique. quite often that I don't have clear meditation object during my meditation. Generally, I feel body not much. I don't feel breathing. So after a while, my mind starts going to something like half sleeping. What can I do when I don't have what to observe?
Is it similar in both sitting and walking?
In sitting.
In sitting. And can you explain a little bit in walking what is happening?
In walking, I feel sensations at soles, but there are quite a lot of, for example, sounds and a lot of other objects which mind goes for. So mind is not sleeping. So I have what to observe during walking. But during sitting, I just want to
Even while wandering, even while mind is flying, do you know that is your object or this is your duty to bring it back to walking meditation? Does the mind recognize the touch of the ground as your home or house?
If it is not a very interesting thinking, usually yes, I am aware that I should go back.
No. So that is the way, that's the only thing. You appoint a benchmark, you appoint a reference point, you give a datum line and let the life to live, mind to think and see if there is any doubt. If there is any uncertainty, you come back to the datum line. You come back to the reference point. You come back to the pivotal point. And otherwise let the mind to run away.
Yes, but during sitting meditation, I don't have this reference point.
Yeah, so you sit whatever the way you are sitting, and if you wish, close your eyes and get the configuration of your body. This is the way, with the closed eyes, you try to have the body image. The Buddha says, Aranyagatova, Rukkamulagatova, Sunyagaratova, Nisidasi Pallankam, Abhujitra. Abhujitra means after sitting the Pallanka or the sitting, you mentally get the configuration. I am not standing, I am not sleeping, I am not walking, I am sitting, either on the chair or in the ground. And that is your at home starting point. And then maybe the heaviness of the materiality, or in-breath and out-breath, or rising and falling, or the feeling you feel, happiness, or unpleasant situation, or perception that I am not standing, I am not lying down, I am sitting. And the volitional activities, planning, not accepting as it is, but to do something, all these are happenings. Nothing you do as such, they are become happenings. They are just happening by itself, you are just observe, without, it's called choiceless to be aware, or evenly suspended attention. If you have any doubt, then only you go back to the sitting configuration. Otherwise, let the mind to run. And then mind become introvert. Introvert means become lazy, become monotonous, they become dry and half sleep-like. So you feel the mind which was expanding and entertaining everywhere, now slowly coming into that. And that never happened quickly. It happens slowly. So if you are aware the early signs of the sleep-like situation, early signs of the introvert nature, then you can see it is due to your restraint. Mind is not extrovert, it's introvert, and everything appears very pale, everything appears very monotonous, everything appears very boring. So Buddha says, all samsaric suffering is due to the desire. This is the opposite of desire. Do you agree? So the opposite of desire is not so far away. And this is the biggest Dhamma on the earth. You can entertain the boredom. You can entertain the monotony. the even and less dramatic situation. So the alternative, opposite of that is the dramatic situation, the desire, one-upmanship and your egotistic idea. So the other part is very boring, very monotonous, very pale, and you can be aware. The day mind becomes mature, you will understand this always happening in our mind. Whenever it happens at home situation, we go to see a film, or go to a teledrama, or you read a novel, or you talk with other people. You have so many measures and methods at home. You don't know why you are being driven to that kind of thing, because of this boredom, because of this monotony. When you come to this place, we are not giving any television or any drama, you are just shut up. And when you go there, you don't know how to appreciate it. And he also talking the same. She also talking the same. You are also talking the same. And the day you see how it happens in the chronological manner, the time series, from the bright mind to the calmness, or bright mind to this monotony, it's daily happening in a very slow manner. And the day you know how to appreciate it, then thrills and thrills are happening. No one can do it for you. It is your approach. So everything is decided by the preparedness of your mind. Preparedness? Understand? That is the Boy Scout. The first sentence is, be prepared. The Buddha says, be diligent. Appamadena bhikkave sampadeta, be diligent. Don't say the dramatic is good and this is bad. Don't say this is good and dramatic is bad. There are two options. So far in our life, we are always chased to enter dramatic things. Now, meditation is again and again suggesting, no, there is another way. Everything is running by itself. It's effortless, but it's a little boring. You feel like adding little condiments to taste, make it more tasty. And every condiment is carcinogenic. You know it? When you are making fruit juice, we add preservatives. Each and every preservative is carcinogenic, create cancer. If you are eating fruit on the season, no cancer, no preservation, you do. So likewise, whenever this boredom happens, the modern day, we have so much of tactics to break it. Talk with someone and see something, hear something and all the kind of things. So we are so much rejecting it. And it's unconscious. Unconsciously we are rejecting. We feel bored. We feel monotonous. And when you do a bad thing, you put into the prison and put into a cell. Finished. As a criminal, you put into a cell. When you are meditating also, we put into a cell. Just be meditating, just like a criminal. But you are very happy. No nonsense, everyone will give you something to eat and something to sit upon and something to contemplate. You are meditating. But at the prison, you are so desperate. Then can I break it out and go out? So that is why the Buddha says this, going to the forest and living under the tree is self-imposed imprisonment. It's like an open prison camp. They are all offended people, so that's why you put into a meditation center and closed and give a particular timetable and eating time, sleeping time, sitting time, walking time, and like prisoners. If you do not know how to entertain it, sorry. It's a different thing. Entertainment is whenever this boredom sets in, you have to understand it and report it without any guilt. You have to tell the people this is what it happened. The moment you tell, others also will come and say, yes, in my case also the same. And one day the teacher give the mindfulness school, mindful school, young children, 27 children, at the age of 6. Teacher is telling, be here and now. And after the sitting session, what happened? What did you feel? How did you? And everyone telling, I feel the breathing, I feel the rising and falling, I feel sitting, I feel the bird sounds. One girl, I feel nothing. So teacher thought that she can't understand the instructions. Never mind, the young girl. So next day also, while sitting, gave the same instructions. Teacher observed the child. She was so absorbed. And after getting up told, see nothing. And then teacher, you see nothing. He says breathing. He says rising and falling. He says about sounds. You are not having anything. Can you trace something and tell me in the third day? And she told that if I look into, I can see the breath. Oh, very nice. Now you start the mindfulness and all the kind of teacher gave the phrasing. And next day she told, immediately breath disappeared and came to nothingness. Oh, very good, very good. So the child told the teacher, that is what happened in the first day itself. What did you do? I started nothing. Even you see the breath also ceases to exist. Adults will never understand this story. Adults will never, they wanted to have something. Breath or rising and falling or something, then only you start meditating. Like, no, you can stay. I see nothing. But I know. Specifically, I don't see anything. I see the whole, everything is almost worth calling nothing. So young children often enlightened. Parents and the education system is sent them mad. Not a single parent on the earth can cater for a child. They are so pure. They are not specific, they are completely open. But we say, when you are grown into Czechoslovakia, we call that you must learn the Czech tradition, Czech anonymity, Czech norm, this thing. And when we born children in Sri Lanka, we say, the Sinhalese Buddhist is the best on the earth, so therefore you must be a Sinhalese Buddhist. So in meditation, it is de-learning. You let everything to happen, you feel like a child. So whenever it is coming, and once it happens, you can predict it, you can see early signs, you are losing the interest of the sensuous sensations, and you come to the at-home situation. Instead of touching these 5 points, now you are touching here. This is the connection, this is the center. And they are not specialized, departmentalized as seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, but you know you are not dead. You know you are not sleeping. You know you are not unconscious. So our mind says you are half asleep. Yes. Mind do not have a label for that. So it is putting a label. So it's never happy to say that I am in I am handling the hub, the harness, not specializedly. So whenever the mind goes inwardly from the periphery is full of sensuous pleasure, sense-based. And when you come to the center, you come there, the eye, ear, nose, everything is becoming dull and not valid, and still you feel you are living. Either you can go back to the sense, or you can still go deep layers, appreciating this is not a sleep. This is kind of a way back home, mind going back to the central, and therefore to appreciate this kind of a situation, it is quite irrational. And that is what the Buddha is doing. Be prepared, appreciate it, and see 2 things he says. One thing is, mind is less defiled. Second thing is you are advancing. So these 2 you must cater for. Thus, till down now the mind is not trying to see the visual objects or hearing sounds and it is not defiled. It is not crazy or chasing behind something. And the second thing is, it is advancing. So whenever that kind of appreciation happens, then the mind is more towards the inward rather than outward. And then onward, you have nothing to do. Everything is autopiloting. Till that you have nothing, so you have something to do. Till that you have your restraints they are answerable. But after come there and appreciate it, just let the mind to be aware that it is not related to senses, no judgments necessary, no volition necessary, no labeling necessary, and you can't put a label, sorry. And just be aware as an achievement, as an endowment, when you feel everything is Tao, which is naturally happening, and that is the point. If you are smart enough, you can understand cause and effect relationship. Everything is cause and effect. Your decision is no more. You are a qualified person to see things as they are. But my egotistic idea never happy. It wanted to have a role there. It wanted to have a role. To take upper hand. No man, leave it aside, let the things to happen. Utterly perfect. Utterly perfect. But you have to be intelligent. You have to be vigilant. Don't let loose it. Be aware that you must do nothing. You must never attach any label. You must not have any volition. Even may it continue life. And then you find things are happening in its own accord. And you are just a neutral observer, a distant observer, but very vigilantly aware. Everything is happening, nothing doing. You feel it, you understand it? Everything is happening, nothing you do. Do means volitional. So this is the kind of doing. Still it's a kind of a doing because you are vigilantly be aware. And go to the airport and just take a seat and see people are so busy. Running up, some people are running this way, some people are running this way, and announcements are there and everything is ready. So you just observe. It's like the Vikatan Untarangana Single English. The competitions are there with different costumes, showing different costumes. I don't know. In Sri Lanka we have, in the school concert and kind of, they are showing different costumes. Likewise, the airport is a costume competition. People come with different costumes and show they are this thing and going, and this is going, and they're just observing the free show. As the plane is delayed, you get more show. So soon you withdraw. Cause and effect relationship is 100%. But we are always try to manipulate it. We are always try to do something, then it is never natural. It is never by itself. So therefore you have to be prepared. When your mind going to be half sleep and half dream-like situation, to understand it's an achievement. It's a less defined situation. Don't consider it as a pale or boring or monotonous. Just vigilantly be aware. And then onward, everything is autopiloting. Everything is full in harmony. Just observe as long as possible. And again, let the rationality come. Again, you go there and observe. Again, the rationality happen. Again, you go there and then mind will select the best combination. So in the last discussion, we gave this drug for everyone. It's good for coughing. So it is massaging your throat. So we are going to give, so you have to close your eyes and open your mouth. Like Satipasala. So this is Ayurvedic medicine. I will keep it all there for everyone to go.
Seeds of wisdom.
Yeah, you can say some kind of magic name for this thing, medicine. Okay, it's 4 o'clock now. The discussion is over. So just don't eat it. Just keep it in your mind as long as possible. Just let the saliva to this thing, and treatment is to the throat. So ultimately you feel that the eyes get massaging like. And go for 5-10 minutes. Okay, this is the end of the discussion. Thank you very much for the participation.